The stage is set for the first phase of elections in 38 constituencies in Manipur. Indo-Myanmar border sealed to ensure smooth and peaceful elections. People in different constituencies stayed sit in against bomb attacks on candidates on the eve of election. And International Air Care Day observed. Doctors warned against use of medicines and ear drops without consulting doctor. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News and I'm Premi Thangjam with the top stories and latest news at this hour. The stage is set for the first phase of assembly elections in 38 constituencies in Manipur. People will decide the fate of 168 candidates, including 7 women candidates. Poll personnel and security personnel today left for the respective polling stations from the district headquarters. In Imphal West, poll personnel left for the polling stations from the DC office complex at Lumphil. Imphal West has 512 polling stations and 2,560 poll personnel will be engaged in the district. The teams led by the presiding officers waited at the DC office to collect EVMs, camera and other items required for the voting. The teams left for the respective stations along with the election material. 11,19,271 voters will exercise their franchise to elect their representatives for the next 5 years among the 168 candidates. Voters will cast their vote in 1,487 polling stations in 38 constituencies. Poll personnel in Imphal East District are preparing for the first phase. The district has 417 polling stations. Presiding officers and polling officers are prepared to leave for their respective polling stations. Electronic voting machine, EVM, control unit, CU, camera and other items to be used in polling were distributed today to the officers concerned. Some of the police personnel who will be on duty at various polling stations have also left for their stations. The Eastern Army Commander, Lieutenant General Pravin Bakshi, arrived in Imphal on Wednesday on a 2-day visit to review the security situation ahead of the Manipur elections. General Bakshi visited Gaidimganj, Bishnupur, Senapati and Mantripukri. He also greeted the people of Manipur ahead of the election celebrations on March 12th. In an unfortunate incident, one constable of Mizoram Armed Police was on election duty died today. The deceased, who was on duty at NG College in Uripur, complained of chest pain and was brought to RIMS. He died shortly after arrival at the hospital. Night curfew has been imposed along the international borders with immediate effect till March 11 to ensure smooth and peaceful elections under the direction of the Election Commission of India. DC Technopole yesterday issued an order prohibiting movement of people outside the houses from 5:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. from March 2nd up to the night of March 11th. Meanwhile, the Indo-Myanmar border gate has been sealed in view of the assembly elections from today. It will remain closed until the first phase of the election is over. Sources said Additional Chief Secretary Home Dr. J. Suresh Babu has issued the order to seal the gate as a part of security measures taken in view of the first phase election. The border gate will also be sealed on March 7th and 8th in view of the second phase of Manipur assembly elections. Sealing of the gate has halted customs, immigration and business on the international border. More reports of explosions and planting of bombs near the houses of candidates are coming in as the day of poll is the first phase of draw nearer. It may be mentioned that a powerful IED exploded at the house of the candidate of Naga People's Front in Pungyar, K. Leshio at Langol, injuring 8 persons yesterday. Unidentified miscreants today lobbed a hand grenade at the residence of NPP candidate in Ketrigao, Vivek Raj Wangkim at Porompa Tawanthabalekai. The wife of Vivek Raj, Sujeta Wangkim, said they got no threats from any underground outfits. The grenade was found this morning around 7. The bomb squad removed the bomb. It was found out that the bomb was without a detonator.
Ngasi ayuk kanta hawat pada aigi imung manunggi kerela kaigi ahalaman changak pada sitok sendok pataw matamda bom ama leiramena pau pirai akhoi dadi ngasi bawada kanagumba amta na threaten tawrak pasu leite akhoi di pukchen sengna mayam gi ne na thokcharak pani nungsiduna lakpiba mayam sida mirak tiliba mafam sida aso pan thokna na asi na yauna ba tawrak pasi masi sungya yaningde.
Porompa Tawantaba Women's Association states a sit-in at the gate of Vivek Raj against the planting of bomb at his residence. The protesters displayed placards condemning the incident. People also held protests at Langol, Langtungching against yesterday's bomb attack at the residence of the candidate of Naga People's Front in Pungyar, K. Leshilo. Condemning the attack, President of Langtungching, Sanaulong A. Roni, said it was a cowardly act to carry out such attack in crowded places, causing injury to the people. She also demanded clarification from those responsible. It may be recalled that 5 persons were injured in the explosion and several houses were damaged.
Water amakak to sumang bayadaba, yam valuable oiraba, water si ngai sida hazik aso apan mayam nangduna hospitalized oduna leye asi gari maram gino nungai daba gari leibno nungai daba mi amagi maram da mi asu yam so haliba si gari gino asi khoi hangningi asi kanagi samsthanno kanagi lupno kanagi irainai no mi amagi maram da mi asu yam ba mi mayam so hanba si gari gino asi khoi yam yaningde.
Violent clashes occurred among the workers of rival candidates last night in Kurai Ayangpali Road around 11. Women of Chingmairong and Kurai Ahonggai in Wangkai constituency today staged protests against the incident. The protesters condemned the incident and appealed for peaceful election. The Commissioner of Excise, Manipur, declared dry day in the state during the period of 48 hours, ending with the hour fixed for the conclusion of poll for election in the polling area for peaceful, free and fair conduct of election process. In a notice, the Commissioner of Excise said no spirituous, fermented or intoxicating liquors or other substances of a like nature shall be sold, given or distributed at a hotel, eating house, tavern, shop or any other place, public or private, within a polling area. Polling teams comprising of Tanlon sector, Henglip and Singhat sector left for their respective polling stations yesterday from Tuibong Peace Ground to Rachanpur. A short film on ethical voting, Achumba Mikhal Yauminarasi, produced by DIPR Manipur and sponsored by CEO Manipur and directed by Bobby Wahingbam, will be telecast on Impact TV Mix today from 6 to 7 p.m. It's time for a small commercial break. We'll be back in a short while. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back to the break, and you're watching Primetime English News. Former Lok Sabha MP and Minister Yumnam Yaima passed away this morning at a hospital in Imphal. He was 95. Yumnam Yaima was first elected to Manipur Legislative Assembly in 1962. He also became the Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly and represented the Inner Manipur constituency from 1991 to 1996. He also wrote books after he retired from active politics. State Health Society National Health Mission Manipur today observed International Ear Care Day under the theme Action for Hearing Loss, Make a Sound Investment at Medical Directorate Complex, Lampilpad. Director of Family Welfare Services Dr. K. Raju said expecting mothers should take care to prevent deafness to their babies and proper immunization should be given to newborns. He also said care should be taken to prevent entry of foreign bodies in the ears. Dr. Raju also warned against use of medicines and ear drops without consulting a doctor. Essay and painting competitions for students were also held on the role of general public in controlling and prevention of deafness. In the essay competition for class 9-10 category, Komia of regular high school bagged the first position, Pravina of Kendriya Vidyalaya second, and Sadananda of KM Blooming School the third position. In the class 11-12 category, Jessica of Millennium Institute of Sciences bagged the first position, Karnaji of CC Higher Secondary School second, while Pibatombo of KM Blooming School got the third place. In the painting competition for class 6-8 students, Catherine of Maria Montessori got the first position, Udoy Nanda of Tiny Tots Unique School the second, and Thelen of DAV Public School got the third position.
My level matam sana rubella, measles, hemophilus influenza, asina singba, adegi viral infection, upper respiratory tract infection, moi mayam sigi immunization se matam san ta thok piba. Aduga matam da koi hemophilus influenza aina hariba koi ano vaccine da yawa, pentavalent ta ano vaccine amalai. Masiri hemophilus influenza sina koi the sang hargadi lok Tobayai, Adigi Masina Parapamatamna, Koi, not the best residual effect, Mayam Labia, Masina, Koi Nakontas infection Tobia, Equina Masiki prevention immunization, Hazard Tobiba.
Director General of Assam Rifles Lieutenant General Shokin Chauhan, who arrived in Imphal today, met the AR Jawans posted at Indo-Myanmar border. On his way from Moreh, the general spoke to media persons at 26 Assam Rifles headquarters at Palil. He assured of all possible help to the state government to maintain law and order in Manipur. General Shokin Chauhan also said Assam Rifles camps will be shifted from the historical sites of Manipur in the center, asked them to do so. He said the fencing work along the Indo-Myanmar border has been delayed due to some dispute, but it will resume once the dispute is settled.
You are aware we were in Kangla Fort also, and we gave Kangla Fort back to the government. So whatever the government says we will do. There is no problem. We are a force of the government, and if the government also orders, we will move. There's no problem. My full priority is to be connected to the northeast people. Border fencing right now, it is about 4 kilometers already done, and we're not sure about how much more can be done immediately. But there seems to be some disputes on both sides. Yes, so once those disputes are ironed out, I'm sure.
March 3rd is observed as World Wildlife Day. People for Animals Manipur and Forest Department Manipur today organized a signature campaign near the western gate of Kangla on the role of youth in protecting and preserving the wildlife in the state. Managing Trustee of People for Animals Manipur, Laurembam Bishwajit stressed the role of youth in preserving the wildlife which is facing extinction. As a part of the campaign, prizes will be given to the youth who create awareness about the need to protect the wildlife in Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter.
Nasingi Mogi Paujel Malim Lam the Kisa sing Kanbagi Paujel Makwena Santogan and my pang Nabze Malmission Batun Manipugisu Nasingoeva, Photocapa, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, share Toroga, Aisasu Saruyari, Manipur Sigilam Lakisa sing Kan the Saruyari, Having Paujel social media, the Santobugi Bandam Siniquing Sisatari. People's NML ngasi University Forest Department kusam naraga asiguma campaign photographic campaign amadi signage campaign si mai pang na sathari masina naha singi wakhalon da lamdaki chawsek maru ina Manipur gi chawsek singche kaning bagi wakhan pokane.
Forest Rangers officers, Kakching and Global Environmental Organization also observed a day at Kakching Irabot Park today. This year, the day was observed under the theme, Listening to the Voices of the Youth. Around 400 youth participated in the signature campaign, pledging to protect the wildlife. Manipur Drivers Welfare Association has expressed disappointment at the inconveniences caused to goods vehicles due to the deplorable condition of bridges on Imphal-Tiribam Road. In a press release, the association said instead of imposing wet restrictions on trucks, the bridges should be repaired to ensure smooth passage of the goods vehicles. Manipur Naga Revolutionary Front MNRF today celebrated its 6th Foundation Day in different areas of Manipur. In a press release, the front said the party's central headquarters, general headquarters, tactical headquarters and branch units hoisted a party flag and observed silence in memory of the martyrs. 12 Assam Rifles of 26 sector Assam Rifles recovered 9 kg of smuggled gold from a Tata DI vehicles coming from Mori to Imphal on March 1. Acting on a tip-off, 12 Assam Rifles intercepted a vehicle at Teknopal mobile checkpost and seized 55 gold bars. The arrested persons were handed over to Customs Office Mori along with the gold. Preparations are in full swing for the smooth conduct of the polls for the 6th phase of Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections. Campaigning for this phase ended yesterday. In Uttar Pradesh, voting will be held in 49 constituencies spread over 7 districts of Eastern region. The districts include Maharganj, Kushinagar, Gorakhpur, Diriyara, Azamgarh, Mau and Balia. And in sports news, youngster Nagamapal and YWC Langtabal beat their rivals at the MCA Luang Pokpa T20 Cricket Trophy organized by Manipur Cricket Association at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium, Luang Sangbam. In the 18 league match between youngster Nagamapal and RRCC Churachandpur, youngster Nagamapal won the toss and batted first. They made 150 for 2 in 20 overs. RRCC Churachandpur were all out for 88 in 19.3 overs, losing the match by 92 runs. Youngster Nagamapal's all-rounder Jayantha was declared the man of the match. In the 19 league, YWC Langtabal beat YWC Patsoy by 24 runs. Before we wrap up the bulletin, a quick look at the headlines once again. The state is set for the first phase of elections in 38 constituencies in Manipur. Indo-Myanmar border sealed to ensure smooth and peaceful elections. People in different constituencies stay sitting against bomb attacks on candidates on the eve of election. And International Ear Care Day observed, doctors warned against use of medicines and ear drops without consulting doctor.